You guys are still okay. Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. I can't be surrounded. When they have weapons, I can't be surrounded. Hello everyone, this is Fallen Dice, and welcome to episode 18 of our Rebirth playthrough of 7 Days to Die, The Purge. We are just into the next day. We are soldier class, moving quite along. I can actually, right now, make a tier 3 of our machine gun if I get enough parts. And I need to have, I believe it is a, take a look real fast. Need a medium handle, high grade barrel, and high grade magazine. So we definitely have the medium handle. We have enough to get a high grade barrel, but we are short on the high grade magazine. So we still have a bit of work to do. So by the time we get to level 5, hopefully we'll have the materials for it. We are cooking a ton of sand and limestone and stuff for our building materials. I already have over 8,000 on top of the 6,000 finished concrete I have. So I think we are pretty good for building materials to take over there. We might make some of the explosion-proof stuff as well, converted to that. But building-wise, we're good. So now all I'm looking for is, again, updating our ammo materials. Lights in the base are good. We can take that down. We're clear there. And base materials. Ammo, I still need ammo. Purge progress, we still need purge progress. So that's kind of, I think, where our focus will be on today is going to be on ammo and on purge progress. So I'll work the ammo stuff at the end of the episode overnight between this episode and the next one. So that means today we're going to be purging. I'm looking over here. I've got the tier 3s, 4s, and 5s. I mean, we can see them all, but I've got them turned off. So all I see now are the 2s and belows. I don't have any 0s. Well, I got some couple 0s. For whatever reason, we couldn't make them work. But all the ones inside the city are done. I still have some stuff up here. So I think the plan for today is to come into this area here and kind of blow through here as quick as we can, continuing to use the axe. I'm still trying to push the axe. And then over to here, up to here, and then if we have time, try to get some of these easy ones up here in the wilderness. And then once we're done, we'll kind of come back, and again, I'll work on ammo, coal, nitrate, and lead. Those are kind of the key ingredients I need, but I'll work on them overnight in our mine over here, which now I've discovered pretty much has everything. Little light on the lead, so I might have to look for an actual lead one, but for now we're doing pretty good on coal, nitrate, and iron. So all right, spun around real fast. Where are we at with our food? Okay, 79 minutes. So we might have this to do for the first thing in tomorrow's episode, but we are doing really good with the our plants, and again with the green thumb. Just need another 237. We had a bit of goes before, but then we'll get triple for wild plants, which would be really nice. Cool. All right, so let me grab some food here real fast. I like to eat the cheap and easy food before I leave. Save the meat stew for once I'm on the road. Yeah, and I've also, if you'll see over here, I've added a couple more things to my toolbar, or not to my toolbar, to my lock bar. So, taking Cass with me now, as well as steroids, just to make it easier when I'm getting kind of overweight. And because of how much I've opened up, I can basically, with steroids now, be able to move with my entire inventory filled up, which is really cool. So, all right, I'm going to head over there, and I will see you guys once I get there. As we're kind of going through today, because I think I like the idea of, I'll come back for that later, of looting while we go. It definitely is saving on the amount of progress we're making, because I'm not having to double double dip, so to say, or, you know, go back and redo somewhere I've already been. It takes me a little bit longer on the initial run through, but it actually is making it for altogether faster. So I think we can make more progress itself on our episodes. I'm curious how high we can get our axes up today, being that it is, I'm pretty much mostly going with just axes now. If I get into a position where I'm kind of overwhelmed, then yes, we quickly, and actually make sure I need to ammo in the weapon. But for the most part, I really, because it's going to be easy to raise my machine guns up. I can do that, you know, from a distance. I don't have to worry about getting overwhelmed. The axe, unfortunately, is the one that I can get overwhelmed, and I can really run the danger of getting killed. I knew someone was going to be awake. But anyway, so yeah, so we're doing the looting as we go, and I think that worked out pretty well. I also like having a little bit of conversation, so I'm gonna kind of, I think, you know, look for what we call them themes. You know, not every episode is going to be like a full talk one. Sometimes, you know, obviously, especially if we have a lot of things that we have to accomplish, especially with these longer days that I have. And I'm actually thinking of possibly shrinking my days down from 90 hours to 60 hours, just because of how hard it is sometimes to get my episodes narrowed down to a manageable amount. Either A, I find myself completely quiet, not talking at all, because, you know, I don't have a coherent line of, you know, conversation. So instead, I focus on either killing the zombies, or I focus on looting, you know, and then I find myself not talking. I think it'll be easier if I kind of have, like I said, a theme or something that we're focused on, that I can kind of take from, whether it's POI to POI or zombie to zombie. But yeah, as opposed to where I just find myself zombieing up myself, staring at the screen as I'm playing and not providing very good entertainment. I thought it'd be interesting to talk about summer plans. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like we've got a horde. And just kind of curious what everyone's plans are for this summer. You know, do you guys do vacations or holidays? They're called in different places. Oh my goodness. I don't like it when they start coming at me from multiple angles. Like, if they're all coming from down there, then at least I know what I'm doing. And I'm not sure why they're all running either. Oh, because they're feral. Might be a little difficult to have this conversation here until this horde's done. Bad timing. But I'll still try. So, and watch my dogs too. I don't want my dogs getting killed. It makes looting in general much more difficult when my dogs are dead. Oh, I can actually bring... Hey, there we go. I finally brought him into the fight. Alright, you know what? This is getting ridiculous. Now I've got all kinds of... So I think this one might be like the never-ending hordes. Because some of the hordes you'll get, and it's just a generic amount that you'll get. And then there's other ones, like I think I might have talked about it earlier, where there's a launch spot that they come from, and they'll just kind of keep coming. And those are cool if you're, like, you know, trying to get lots of kills. Yep, copper. All right, cool. All right, so this is the longest introduction to a conversation ever. So, yeah, summer plans. You know, I know back when I was a kid, you know, the family vacation was actually a thing. You know, like that's something that you kind of did every summer. You know, you did a family vacation. I remember my family doing a cross country trip to Disneyland in California when I was like 5, which I have crazy fond memories of, which you wouldn't think as a 5-year-old. You don't have a lot of memories at 5, but I definitely remember that. And we've done some cool things with our kids over the years, and not necessarily just for summer. You know, like even for this for Thanksgiving this year, we've kind of like to do like Thanksgiving camping trips. But this year we actually went to Idaho. Was it Idaho or Colorado? I think it was Colorado. We went. It was like a skiing trip. So it was my kids' first time snowboarding, skiing, and stuff like that, which is really cool. But I know my sister likes to. Her family they have a couple places in Florida that they like to go to, and you know, different people have different go-to. I really do not like what you guys do when you get asleep. Yeah, but they go to Florida and they do like a big, you know, kind of family thing in Florida, which is cool. But one of the things that we did, you know, my later years, you know, besides like the trip to California, we do camping trips, you know, because you can do those over a weekend. You don't necessarily have to, you know, make a big, you know, 2-week, 3-week long, you know, holiday. Not to say that there's nothing wrong with that, because that is a fun thing to do, especially if you can afford to, or if you have the ability to do it, you know, time wise. And that's kind of one of the cool things right now that I'm discovering is I actually, for the first time in a long time, have the ability to, time wise, to do something cool like that. I'm excited on just being able to, you know, decide, hey, if I want to go somewhere this week, I can go somewhere this week. The freedom I feel, it is liberating. I'll call it that. Like, again, don't get me wrong, I enjoy my time, but so I'm trying to decide, you know, kind of things I want to do this summer. Like, I know the thing that I have to do. One of the things I have to do is I've got to move. And I don't have to move. I chose to move, but you know, convenience. I've spent 22 years always living in a place that was conducive to the commute to work. So now that I'm basically working from home, I don't need to any longer take that into consideration. Did we get the that's one of them. Cool. Yeah, so I can actually, you know, base my location on something more important in my mind, which would be my kids. Here, guys, let me carry some of my weight and we'll run back to our car. Yeah, so that's, you know, so the new place that I've picked out, you know, it's closer to my kids. But once that's done, what do I want to do? And I'm in the Pac Northwest, and I'll tell you what, there's a lot of cool stuff to do in the Pac Northwest. And you know, I have family that are very avid outdoors, to the point you could even say professional. So there's a cool campsites up here. Again, camping kind of seems to me like that's going to be a fun one to do. So I may look heavily towards like the camping side. Fishing, I might decide to use, again, like I said, I've got the family hookup for that if I wanted to, which would be kind of cool. I always have that as an option. Let's see where we go next. There, cool. So hunting, fishing, you know, sports type things, those are cool. What's something else that I can, you know, possibly do? There's, it's not like when I lived in California, you know, Disneyland was always an option. Definitely not an option up here. They have a water park I've never actually used, but I mean, I suppose there's that if I wanted to. Another one of you guys. What other things is there to go see? So maybe like outside of the area. So when in San Diego, that's the funny thing. San Diego, I always come back to that, you know, because I spent so much time there. But there was so many things within 4 to 5 hour drive. You know, Vegas was a 5-hour drive from San Diego. Now Vegas would be fun. That's more of a you know, a grown up fun time than, you know, say the kids fun time. one of the things we also like to do is Universal, and I'm curious to see because I the last time I went, they were in the process of building the Super Mario World parts of stuff, so I haven't gotten to see that yet. So I'm kind of curious to see what what that actually is like because it sounds like it's supposed to be pretty cool. Let me get my shovel. I don't know if any of you guys actually been to see that yet. I know the Minecraft movie just came out, which not like Super Mario, but just we're kind of getting into like video games that are getting outside of the video game world. I know my kids are watching that today. I still don't know how I feel about that. One of my buddies said he went and saw it, and he said, I don't know. I can't quite get the feel for if he said it was good or if it was with some good moments. And I think that's kind of what I'm getting from a lot of people is it's with some really good moments. I guess there's obviously some funny moments. I've seen the trailers with the chicken jockey, which apparently that's the theaters go crazy at that point, according to news articles. Although I do remember, watch because it's been a little bit now since the Avengers were really that big of a thing. When every Avenger movie that came out was like must see entertainment. But I remember seeing Endgame in the theaters, and the moment that Captain America picks up Mjolnir and the whole crowd erupts, or the moment Doctor Strange spins a circle to come for the rescue. A lot of those moments, and the crowd's going crazy. Apparently, there's definitely some moments like that for the Minecraft. So I don't know. I don't know if it's worth spending money to see it in the theater good versus I'll wait and see it when it comes when I can watch it on DVD or something, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. Okay. Yep, we got some stuff going on. Okay, it's a cop. All right, so I'm going to power attack you. All right. Oh, goodness. All right. Okay, dogs, thank you for that because I spun my mouse. I was trying to go to the machine gun. And instead, I went to the shotgun, and apparently my shotgun wasn't loaded. I'm trying to think, are there any other big movies that are supposed to be happening in the theaters this year too? Because that's another thing. Like, I think the summer is when I find it easier for me to go see like movies and stuff like that. And I find myself watching movies way less than I used to. Maybe it's just going out less than I used to. You just get home and all you want to do is stay home. The last thing you want to do is to actually go back out and do anything. That's me. I'm definitely that kind of a person. The interesting thing though is now that I don't go to work. I hope there was nothing up there. Oh well. I don't actually have to go to work anymore, so it's not like when I get home. I just not a fan of leaving the house. And I'm sure that I'm not the only person that feels that way. Especially nowadays when you can have everything delivered. I mean, come on. I don't even have to go grocery shopping anymore. All right, you need to die, lady. All right, let me get this one over here. And then I'm going to go do a little work touching up the my storage over by the car. I think if I take a little bit more time this time setting it up, it'll be easier for us when we go, and I can try, because I really want to make some progress. I want to get to the desert, and that requires making some good progress here. So hopefully we can actually get a decent amount of purges done today, and then the same thing tomorrow. I think we're kind of on a good path for getting out of the pine forest. There's not a lot of things that I have left to do, other than doing the purges, so to say, doing the different POIs. So we'll get this over there, clean up real fast, and then we'll move on to our next one. All right, so got that all kind of cleaned up. I think I got a pretty decent kind of plan for it. Try to put all the sellables inside the car. Once that fills up, then we can kind of get a little bit more picky on that, so to say. But so kind of talking about, we were bringing up like movies as a kind of an option and things like there. What is the last movie you saw in the theater? I'm trying to think now what the last movie I saw in the theater was. And it's actually been a while. Like I used to see movies all the time. Like I was, I try to go see them with my kids and everything, but they never were, like, you know, they were never into the midnight releases. So I'd go watch them again, but I'd already seen it. And the kid's mom would get really mad about that, but I just haven't been doing it lately. Like I said, you know, again, you know, getting home, not leaving the house, just being, you know, happy. Because again, seeing us talking about everything you can do from home. I mean, that includes, that's where I came in. That includes movies, though, you know, because everything seems to kind of come out faster now. So like even like movies seem to come, so you can like stream them now, and that even happens faster. So it's like, I don't know. There's certain movies where I just feel like I need to see it in the theater. A lot of times the Marvel's movies are kind of similar like that, but I've not even seen a lot of the last Marvel movies. I don't know. It's just, I never thought never thought I would actually say that, like, you know, that Marvel movies would come that I hadn't seen. But it's just, I don't know. It's something about once they finish the Infinity Saga, it just hasn't been the same. I'm not saying like it's all bad and it's not entertaining or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, something about the must see, have to see it now. Just, it's not there anymore. Maybe it was all the TV shows they did, because I mean back in the day you got what, 2 or 3 movies a year, you know, maybe 4 if you were super lucky, but you know, and they were spread out, you know, a lot of times you had to wait for that first one for the summer. And it was such a big thing to actually see where things went. All right, I'm gonna have to get down again. We got a secret now. But now, because there's so many of them coming out, it lost the event type nature of it. All right. Yeah, you guys are still okay. Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. I can't be surrounded. When they have weapons, I can't be surrounded. That's the problem with these guys now. Because their guns do too much damage. I would. Oof. Yeah, their guns are. It's crazy how much damage the guns do. Because you know, with melee, you know, it's just about avoiding getting hit. But the guns, it's something different altogether. Okay, gotcha. Okay, oof. And it almost looks like I had a combination, like we have a wandering horde on top of the, on top of the event too. So I was like 3 things at once. I'm doing a POI at the same time. I've got a wandering horde and a bandit attack. I'm still trying to think what the last movie I was. I haven't been to one this year. Boy, I'm gonna have to think about it. I really don't remember what the last movie I went to was. Used a lot of ammo in that fight. Yeah, I think the bandits right now are, for me, the scariest thing for me to fight. Or I should, scariest or the most dangerous. I don't know which way you want to call it. All right, there you go. Okay. Dog's got him cornered. Are you dead? Okay, gotcha. But yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. But I'm curious what you guys' your last one was like, and I had every intention of seeing Deadpool in the theater in this last one, and it just never happened. So I ended up seeing that one when it was streaming, which was good. I actually enjoyed it. I think that the entirety of the superhero movie has kind of lost some of the excitement just because it's oversaturated. That's the word I'm looking for. It was too much. I think everybody thought they wanted more. They really didn't. It's not more necessarily that people want. It's quality. All right. I saw someone coming this way over here too. All right. So I think that's kind of where we kind of got lost is in some of these is they did too much. Something about the way that they introduced all the characters the last time. Ooh, we're up to tier. Okay, axe is level 1. Cool. Now we can make it tier 3. They took their time, you know, in the movies, you know, doing a real good job of kind of, you know, introducing them. And again, like I said, with the all the TV shows, you know, I think they too many all at once. So instead of where, you know, you spent a movie and you introduce one new person and you got to really feel for them, they tried to introduce too many people and want you to same thing, have the, you know, actually care for a lot of them. And it I don't know, it just, you got used to the old school crew, and I understand, you know, they've been making those movies for a long time, so, you know, eventually they had to do something else. It's the newer characters, I just don't know, they don't hit the same. Oh, there she is. Oh, nice. That was a perfect drop. Perfect spot to drop. I think we're almost up to tier 4 of the steel axes. Yeah, I was going to drop down here. I think we're close to where we can... Yep, I'm going to drop things off here on my car real quick. All right, last one of these 4 here. I think the... Once again, every time, right in the middle of a thought. The pre-organizing, I think, is going to come definitely help out here. So obviously I'm still getting a ton of stuff, but it's going to be easier for me to pick what I don't take back with me. And kind of I think that's more, again, quality over quantity. I want to get more of these POIs done. Because eventually we're going to get to where we have to start doing those tier 3s or those tier 4s. And hopefully at that point, I've either got an axe that's much faster that I can fly through them. Because as much as I'm getting better at the axe, it's still slow. This two-handed axe is still slow. So I could definitely be flying through here faster if I was just using the machine gun. Are you guys a fake wall? You are. Oh, and there we go. Come on, let me get a... Okay, I was gonna say let me get a sleep, but I'll take that too. Oh, holy cow! All right, and we got all 3 pharaohs coming at me, which again, that's what the old shit's for. I'm pretty sure we're gonna run into pigeons and some pharaohs up here. Yep, and there's the pigeons right there. Oh, you got to be kidding me! I have pigeons with... Oh my god. I don't need pigeons that have buffs on them. Oh, that's nuts. That's dumb. Alright, where is the buffer? Or are you the buffer? Shouldn't be. He's got to be downstairs. He must have fallen through. Yep, there we go. He's down there. Yes. Alright. Now we got rid of the buffer. I was wondering what was going on. Like, they shouldn't be that hard to hit still. Dude, pigeons with buffs, that's terrifying. There are some things that are just nightmare material, and that was one of them. Alright, let me get anything good. Ooh, 2. That's awesome. Oh, and looks like we've got a supply drop too. Oh, hold up. I didn't see this. That changes everything. I finally got it. And now we'll learn it. Okay. We'll get rid of that one. And where is our supply drop? It's over here. Where's everybody going to come from here? Oh boy. Wait. That's a first. That is definitely a first. Alright. Okay, now I can go with my axe. I have not had an irradiated yet for one of these. That's a little terrifying. And... still tier 1. Again, I still don't think we'll get tier 2 until we get to the desert. It's 15:30, so I've got 1, 2, 3 there. Or, let's run home. do a quick drop off, and then I want to hit the stuff that's out in the boondocks, the wilderness ones. All right, so we're out here. I did a quick sell of everything, and like I said, I'm want to hit these up because I'm hoping that these will be some very quick ones, so we can like run through these real fast and make some good progress on our purges. So is that it? Where's the zombies? How do I finish this one? Unless, are any of these fake? I'm taking you just in case. Okay. Guess there's... Well, that was anticlimactic. Interesting. I don't think I've seen this one before. Gives me kind of like, ooh. Yeah. So it gives me almost kind of like an Alamo type of building style. I don't know if it is, but still cool. Yep, we still get, hopefully we'll get credit for all the kills with the axe. Oh, I'm really hoping to get all these tier 1-0 out in the wilderness done. If I leave one, it's probably just going to be left. I don't know that it'll be worth coming all the way out here for a single POI. Especially as we get closer to actually hitting the 75%. Okay, and we got a pigeon. And you're asleep, so you're going to run around in circles. I really hate that. Stupid bird. Yes. I should have been able to just get up there from outside. I think that was the intended path, but unfortunately that was not the path that worked. I'll be honest, a motorcycle probably would have been better for this. This is still better than the other car that I had by a mile. It is way more maneuverable, and it doesn't get hung up on everything. Yep, come on. Got the double damage. Come on. Dog, sometimes you really get in the way. You guys better be getting strong for taking all my kills. Yep, knew someone was in here in this one. Alright, are we dead? Yep, we're dead. Alright. I'm not doing a very good job of looting this one, but that's fine. I'm not going to be going for all the extra stuff like I normally do, because I really want to get these guys all taken care of. Alright, you get in there. Yep. Okay, cool. Yep. Come on. There we go. Good. Still got one zombie left. Cool. Another pocket mod upgrade. Oh! Whoa. Okay, we got a horde. I opened that door expecting one, and I am greeted with a bunch. Alright, let's get back to the machine gun again. Let's keep leveling up our soldiers. Man, that's a lot of hordes and events today so far. Okay, natural selection again, right? Yep. Oh, come on, really? Alright. Yes. You need to die so that you guys stop. Alright, come on. You're interrupting my speed. Alright, is that everybody? Alright, let me grab these real fast. Keep moving. Gotta keep moving. Let me climb up and go over, aren't you? Yep. I vaguely remember this one. Yep, I was gonna say, I remember lots of things were falling down. Alright. Yep, come on. Need to die. All right, there we go. Yeah, I remember lots of collapsible things, and I'm missing a lot of lootables, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. As long as I get the main loot. I'm more interested in the weapon parts. As far as like specific type of stuff, that's the one thing I'd be upset if I missed. Coming from down here. Gotcha. Come on. Oh, you're gonna push me up. Fine. I was hoping to go. I don't have time for you, mister. Yes, I know. I don't have time for you. Cool, cool. And then I'm going to have to beat you down again as well. I would say I don't have time for you, but you could give me weapon parts. Now that I'm lessening the amount of stuff I'm looting and power attacking more than normal, I seem to be making pretty good time. Okay, yeah, there was some weapon parts. Not the ones that I wanted, but some weapon parts. Ooh, and now we are right next to a bad area. Oh, come on. How did I miss you? Alright. Dude. Get out of here. He chased me from that previous POI. Like, come on. That's stupid. Alright. Yep. No, don't have time for you. Yep, you are a buffer. Come on. Yep, I knew it. Alright, cool, cool. Loot. What's on here? Alright. Okay, is there any ammo piles? Any? Nope. Okay. Alright, we out. I think if I'd stayed in the city, I may have gotten one, maybe two more done. So we're definitely making more progress doing these ones here. Oop, yep, I recognize this one too. Man, it's interesting. Now that we're out in the wilderness, I'm seeing a lot of POIs that I haven't seen for a long time. Maybe they just don't end up in the city as often and just really do a lot. Seems like you do most of your questing and POIing in cities, you know, because you usually get them in vanilla by quests from the trader, and you're always looking for quests that are as close to the trader as possible. Alright. Pretty sure if I remember right, there's a whole bunch of falls and stuff and different ways of getting down here. Okay, she's down here. Oh yeah, because this is the actual end loot. Cool. So I can grab that and then go up top and just get the rest of the kills. We'll just go this way. And I know that there's... Oh, man. That made me sad. I hate when I accidentally... Are you kidding me? I have another event? Okay, what the... Yeah, you guys are making this really hard for me to get everything done. I mean, I'm actually going to go to my shotgun now. And I got dogs, too. Alright, where are the buffers? You guys, it's like you're intentionally not letting me do what I want to do. Is this another one where I've got a horde and a friggin' event? Come on, let me do my thing. Okay, well, we got the, at least we finished the Purge. Okay, what's left here? Come on, there we go. All right, come on. So I can do this and move on to the next one. I still have a possibility of getting this accomplished. Yes, get out of my way. All right, can I reach all those loots? I can, good. Okay, I know this one. This actually can be done fairly quickly, so which means I am definitely going to get the machine gun out. As long as we don't end up with another friggin' event, I should be okay. Yep, there's you. And there's you. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Alright, where's our last one? Right there. Yep. So that's going to leave me one tier 2. Oh, do not tell me you're that one again. You are. Dang it. I'll go get the loot, but that's frustrating. Alright, well, I think that's all we're gonna get credit for, because I don't know that I want to do a POI in the dark as much as I wanted to make. Alright, you know what? Let's go see what it is. Alright, you know what? We're here. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Alright, we went into the loot room. Alright, where else do we have? There we go. Oh, the bear decided to follow us in, huh? Fine, he can die too. Alright. Wait, there's like 11 things to kill? What the heck kind of tier 2 is this? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna loot these things since we're here. Yep. Now that's all gonna run, but that's fine. Yep. It's fine. You guys can come back to us, make it easier. All I have to do is get the clear. Ooh. What was that? Okay, I'll take it. Load her up. Gone through over 800 rounds of ammo on this trip. So I definitely need to do some mining. Alright, where are we? Yeah, there's you. So it says I still have 4 more zombies left. Okay, oh. I'm getting nasty ones these days. Oh. Are you still alive? Or are you a different one? Okay. Oh, inside there. Okay, good. Alright, we are done, right? Oh, I thought I killed him. Alright, now we're done. Alright, so we just got done selling. I've got about 17,000 old cash right now. So it looks like cardio and healing factor. Alright, so I'm going to do one more cardio. Let's open all these up. Put stuff away that fits. A generic perk, that'll be nice. I'm going to hold on to that. Tactical rifles, nope. Revolvers, nope. So I can make some of these. Let's make those real fast. 2 axe books, and should be able to make 3 machine gun books. Nice. And then I can make 4 DNAs. While I'm doing that, I saw I could make one of the... Whoa. I can make a lot of things. Ooh, that's good. I could make one of those. And right now I have a tier 1, so I can make a tier 2. And I'm pretty sure, is that what I have in right now? I do. So now I can make a tier 3. I'm going to put you in there. I don't think 1, 2. I'm pretty sure I have a tier 3 of those. I do. Okay, so I'm going to start putting these because it's getting kind of unwieldy. I don't care about rampage. Don't care about radiation. Tier 1, I know I have a tier 2 or tier 3. Range damage, you go in the head. Do I already have one of those? I do, and it's also a tier 1, so I can make that a tier 2. And then fire rate goes in... Oh, this goes into the weapon, doesn't it? It does. Alright, so let me see. So right now I could make a tier 4 fire axe. Read that. Tier 5 fire axe. Tier 1. Okay, we're finally caught up with what we can do for that with the just a regular. Alright, and this hopefully should get me to a tier 5 of the... Nope, we're learning soldier. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so I already have cardio. Let's grab void step. I already have lucky looter. I'll do physician. And I already have T-Rex. Alright, so I was hoping I was going to be able to get one of the fancy ones. Alright, we're going to do the warrior. And I'm actually going to use that when I'm not mining. Alright, and I'm going to put you guys up there. So right now, That's like all 5. Okay. No, none of them are gonna let me get a free thing yet. Oh, 2 o'clock. It's already time for the almost to the next day. But I think we did good. We are making a lot of progress. Yeah, I think we did really good. Got some advancement in our both our soldier and then just in our skills and stuff over there. So we're making our way up. So, well, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead, leave a like. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it very much. With that being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.